Well, in the case of Ethereum, really not a lot has changed. I think the biggest development with Ethereum over the last few days has been the close now below the ascending 2020 trend line. You can see here, that is a big development that I think is going to have ramifications. If we close the week below there, we're probably going to see more downward pressure out of that. One of the things that sticks out, obviously, is the 1700 price level that corresponds also with the 61.8% retracement level of the 2020 to 2021 advance. That'll be key support area. It also aligns with the lower trend line of the descending triangle, which, if you take the measured move of, equals 42.4%, let's just say 40%. Measured move, which would take us down to about just below 1,000 on Ethereum, which would be a significant decline. I think a more realistic level is for a test of the 2018 high. If we do break below the lower trend line of the descending triangle, it actually correlates with the intersection with the 50-week simple moving average, which comes in at 1381. And the 2018 high is 1419. So that would be the major support area for a breakdown of Ethereum at this point. On the upside, it would take a weekly close back above the 200-day and the ascending trend line of 2020 to begin to entertain rallies to the 50-day moving average, which is at 2,274. Beyond that level, it's tough to say whether, if the momentum comes off impulsively, if it's just a corrective bounce, maybe we can climb past the 50-day moving average and trend towards the upper trend line of the descending triangle. But at this point, I don't see the bounce taking us past the 50-day moving average. So the downside, the maximum downside is about 1,000. A more realistic downside is probably the 2018 high intersection with the 50-week simple moving average around 1,400. And the upside looks like it would be about 2,274.
Yeah, that's right. That's pretty much also like what I'm seeing. Kind of like that. I mean, we have had like 2 daily closes below the 200-day moving average, right? And kind of like 2 daily closes below the 2020 trend line, which makes it a little bit difficult to be leaning bullish on this, just because of that specific fact that we have had like so many closes below that crucial area of support. I do gotta say that I'm seeing a buy signal, I believe, on the daily chart. Let me share my screen right here real quick. So I'm seeing like so yeah, I'm seeing a buy signal on the daily chart for Ethereum, right, given by the TD sequential indicator. But again, that comes right below two crucial areas of support. First, the 200-day moving average, right, and kind of like the 2020 trend line that we can see here. But I mean, something like that, it's kind of like making me, not so bearish, even though we have broken below that crucial area of support, is that we still haven't broken the setup trend line, which kind of like sits at $1,805, right? I believe that if the day continue like it has been shaping up lately, right, where we have seen a lot of downside momentum, and we are able to close below $1,805, then yeah, like we're gonna attack that $1,700 level, and from there we're probably gonna go to $1,400. If the bearish momentum continues, yeah, maybe then we might go to 900,000. I mean, $900 or $1,000, right? But right now, paying close attention to this buy signal and the interaction that it has with this area of support, right? That is kind of like acting as resistance right now, but we'll have to see if we're able to close, the day a little bit above 1,000. I would say 1,900. I think it will be perfect because it might create the condition for a kind of like a reversal doji combined with that buy signal by the TD sequential indicator, so we can basically go and rise to the 50-day moving average. But if the bearish price action continues, right, and Ethereum actually closes below $1,805, then we're gonna go to 1,700 and potentially 1,400. But other than that, I literally agree with everything you had to say, Sheldon. I don't know if you, Akash, are you seeing something different from a short time perspective?
Not really. Let me just share my screen. Right. So I've been bullish for quite some time now, but considering what's happening with Bitcoin and the on-chain metrics, especially the inflows, I kind of have to be a little careful right now. So I'm looking for Ethereum to retest the range low. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I'm expecting a reaction, something like this, these three instances. So I think we'll see a strong reaction when we get to the 1700 level, which is the range low. And from into the block, we have a good support ranging from 1000 to 1756, right? So this seems like a pretty good spot to reverse. With that said, I am being cautiously optimistic. So I'm still expecting it to go lower, like I mentioned. This level kind of coincides with Sheldon was talking about the support level here. If we kind of break below the range low here, I'm expecting Ethereum to come down to 1438, 1440 level.
Yeah. So basically, I mean, you're seeing a potential downswing from this from Ethereum all the way down to 1,700 as well. Is that what you're saying?
So if we react off of this range low and we go higher, yes, I could see it going higher. But if we do not see any kind of reaction here, I'm expecting it to come down to this level. And the
To basically
primary
1,400.